I'm Travis Fincham. This is Mr. Pual Logan, and this is another segment of Poppin' with Paul. I'm going to ask you, what's your recap of the football game last Friday?
Besides fighting lightning and storms and all that, very happy with the improvement the team showed. Win's always the best thing for the team and everything. They were close. I mean, as we talk about, there's an offense, defense, and special teams. We made a couple of mistakes on the special teams where we fumbled the ball, bad snap. That's 14 points that they got, and that's the difference in the ball game. I felt like we were right there. Our defense played outstanding. They ran the ball 35 times, only 64 yards. That shows me we're getting better. And big game this week with Hamilton Southeastern, as Hamilton Southeastern upset Carmel, and we're heading up to Hamilton Southeastern, so it's an opportunity to play another Hamilton County school, and hopefully we'll come back with a win. I expect to win. I expect to win when we come back.
Mm-hmm. Can you give us some insight on what happened with the lighting situation at halftime?
Well, as we look at as we go through the years, the lighting, the poles, the wiring for the lights are old. It's from like 1980, the wire, so the wiring is 30-some years old. Well, it made a short into the fuse. The fuse blew. So we had no fuses, and so we had to replace a fuse. And we just bought some more extra fuses, and those fuses are $200 a fuse. So very expensive fuse for the lighting. So that's what happened at the halftime when the fuse blew, so we had to replace the fuse. It took about 20 minutes, and fans did a great job through the rain and the storm, so it was very exciting about that.
All right, the soccer team just played at LN, and they drew, which is a game that was a winnable game. Do you think it will hurt their rankings in their top 10 rankings?
No, I don't think it'll hurt their rankings. Lawrence North's been a team that was the regional last year. They're a very good team. They're in the top 15, so I don't think a draw is a thing where you have to lose rankings and everything. As we were looking through, I was talking to Coach Little yesterday. We could play Lawrence North again in the sectional, the Marion County tournament, the last game, and the next week we're playing in the sectional. So we're going to see Lawrence North again. So it's always tough to beat three teams in a row, 3 times in a row. So, but it's an opportunity that they get a chance to play a good team, and we'll get better. We'll get better.
And the cross country teams, boys and girls, I know they have a very strong senior class, upperclassmen. How do you think they're going to do this year?
Well, I was very impressed with Saturday. We had that 14 invitation with Carmel, looking to the south, and part 2, our young men won the boys race, and the girls finished. Carmel girls are very strong. They're ranked #1 and probably top 2 in the country. So girls perform well. They're growing. The 2 new young coaches are doing an outstanding job. Taylor and Emily, they're working hard. The program numbers are growing. They're over 55 people each. So that's the thing, getting the numbers, and the program grows, and so they'll find some outstanding runners. And they're working hard with the new course out there. They enjoyed it. And so we got 4 new coaches, plus 2 new head coaches, 2 assistants are new. So they're working hard, and they got a big meet coming up here. They got the Flash Rock. They got the Ben Davis Invitational. So they got some big meets coming up here to perform to their best expectations.
All right, so I heard you, back when you taught, people would skip your class and go to the lunchroom. What did you do to threaten them?
Well, there was no threat. The expectation was to be in the weight room class, and we used to be at the stadium. People don't realize we used to be lift at the visitors' locker room. And so when students decided some days when the weather was not as cordial as they wanted to be, they would stay up here and eat lunch. And so I would come up here, and I would find them, and I'd find their lunch, and I'd say, "Oh, you're hungry, so am I." And I would eat their french fries or their sandwich, and I was worth it cutting my class. And so that was 20-some years ago, but I did that. That's a true story. 20-some years ago, I would come up and eat their food when they were cutting my class.
All right, thank you.
Thank
See
you
you next week.
See you next week.